right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, cut me off. It's a way to start the show. But we are back. We are live today, Friday. A little past 6 p.m., but you know the tradition around here if you're a normal. You gotta get time to get things set up and everything, but we're live. It's the best day of the week, baby. It's the weekend. We have a fantastic show planned for you guys tonight. Super excited. I know we say it every week, but we are excited every week to get on here and share our personal sports opinions with everybody. So, obviously, MLB, NBA, NFL slate planned for you tonight. A lot of big segments, and we're ready to get things rolling.
Absolutely. I'm excited, as always, and always a lot to unveil for you guys.
Absolutely. So, you guys know the tradition. We start things out with MLB every single week, and there's some things to talk about.
Absolutely.
Now, we're Reds fans over here at the Travis and Jon Show. You notice I'm not saying it very loud and proud. But,
yeah.
You know, there's some things to talk
not
about.
Lately.
Some things to break down for the Red season so far. But every week so far, we've kind of gave our opinions on how we've been playing, the adjustments we've made during the week, and things of that nature. So the thing will continue here tonight. Now, since we last talked, it's been a little bit of a consistent stretch for the Reds as to playing how we have all season. We're 1-5 since we last talked in our last 6 games since last Friday. And we've lost both series so far, but don't get me wrong, these 2 series have been against very deep teams. We lost the series to the Dodgers 1-3. I know we talked about we won the first game in that Dodgers series last week. Unfortunately, dropped the next 3. And we went up against the Padres in the next series. We dropped those 1-2. So, stole a game over 2 really good teams, which is always something to be excited about, but not the series, unfortunately. The same areas have been struggling all year. I know we talk about it every week, but nothing's changing.
Yeah, no pitching depth that can come in and relieve our starting pitchers even when they can get us off to a powerful start. No powerful bats lately, and I mean our only spark being Ellie, if he can get on base.
And speaking of Ellie, I dug a little deep this week, kind of seeing how Ellie's been playing as of late, and it's not, super hot. Here in this last month of baseball, since May 1st, Ellie has had 26 at-bats, and only 3 of those has he got a hit. And in those 26 at-bats, with the 3 hits, he's had 12 strikeouts, which is something that is starting to show like it did last season. That's one of Ellie's biggest struggles since he's been in the majors. And we thought there for a little while he was getting it figured out, and we're back. We've seen some downfall from Ellie, not seeing the ball well, not swinging at good pitches, swinging at crazy pitches. I mean, just the inexperience is showing.
Yeah, something we talked about for a long time, and obviously, like you said, being a big blip last season, him swinging at everything that comes down.
Yeah,
trying to be Mr. Home Run or Mr. Spark of the team for every pitch. And I mean, it's a big struggle he's had.
Yeah, for sure. And those only three on-base plays, he's only had 1 stolen base, which is crazy to say for a guy like Ellie. All of this is in the month of May, keep that in mind. Has not had a bad all season, but the last month has been rough. Now, the stolen bases for Ellie is somewhere where we expect him to consistently succeed. I mean, he's one of the best in the league, the fastest player in all of baseball, and not getting on base is hurting him in that category. And it sucks because he's one of our biggest, base stealers, obviously.
Yeah.
Someone that stole home from first base last year. So
yeah, I mean, we were talking about him being on historic projections for stolen bases and home runs, and then just hit a cold streak.
Yeah, it's been rough. Last month in June, I know we talked about he had a big month. He actually hit 8 home runs in the month of June, which was nice. Now, keep in mind, he only has 9 on the season.
Yeah.
So, in the month of May, we've only seen 1 home run. And it's just, the stats continue to get worse. And it sucks, man. I want to talk good about Ellie so much, and I want to boost him up and hype him up, but him being young is hurting us. I mean, he just doesn't have the experience of all these other guys in the league, and like I said, it's showing.
Yeah, because he's one of our biggest factors, if not our biggest factor, and he doesn't have that experience yet.
Right. On top of Ellie's struggles, our pitching struggles continue. The rotations of David Bell continue to show poor
fans
knowledge.
Voicing their upsetness almost every day at the consistent changes of the lineup. I mean, we're one of the teams that changes our lineup more frequently than anybody else in the league.
Right. And the criticism on David Bell has been high and hot this season. I mean, is he going to listen? Is he going to get things under control? These are questions none of us know, unfortunately. But if we want to be anything, within these next months of baseball, something's got to change.
Yeah.
Things don't get easier, unfortunately. We start a new series tonight, back against the Dodgers. A familiar foe we just seen a week ago. And let's hope something's a little different from last series. But not a lot to be excited for right now, except the youngness of our team.
Yes.
Maybe this isn't our year.
Well, we've talked about multiple weeks now, unfortunately, is our potential because that's all we have to look forward to.
Right.
With how we've been playing.
Now, I know all of our Reds fans don't want to sit here and just listen to us and dog the Reds all the time, the whole show, So, since there's nothing good to talk about in Cincinnati category of things right now, I have a few little key stats I'd like to, share with you guys. A few things that's going on in the league right now. We talk about the cold streak of the Reds. Let's talk about a hot streak. 3 teams currently tied for the longest win streak in baseball right now, and the Guardians, Royals, and Phillies, all at a 6-game win streak. So these teams are starting to find their rhythm. I know you're a big Royals guy and Bobby Witt Jr.
Absolutely.
So to see him kind of taking off and the team rallying behind him is cool to see. The Phillies, I know we talked about it, been one of the best teams in baseball this season.
Yeah,
their big three they're big three for a reason. These guys, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, I mean, they're all finding their bats this season. Bryce Harper especially, showing us some things in the regular season.
That team that really started to succeed late last season is finally found all their pieces to connect the puzzle.
Yeah, they're looking scary. A lot of teams in baseball don't want to see these guys right now. The pitching rotation looking good for them as well. Just an all-around, well-balanced team.
I wouldn't want to see them right now.
Yeah, no, not at all. The Guardians, another team on a 6-game win streak. A few key players on that team, Jose Ramirez being one of them, kind of finding his bat as of late, helping push in some home runs and RBIs. They've just been playing smart baseball. I mean, they're not losing the close ones. They're finding their rotations. The pitchers are going deep in games, and they're just playing well. Maybe not a lot of big names, but a lot of IQ over there.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's enough talking about other teams. I know we're Red fans over here, but it's the weekend. We don't want to just break down stats all the time. It's time to have fun. This is where we do our thing. This is where we get in our element. I got some picks tonight that I'd like to share with you guys. John does as well.
Absolutely. It's time to open our bags.
Yeah, so
make some money.
Well-researched, deep pocket picks. And we can get right into it. But speaking of betting, before we get right into it, there's something we'd like to share with you guys.
Absolutely.
If you've been on the page anytime in the last year, 3 or 4 days, you would kind of have an idea of what we're about to say. We opened a new part of the Travis and Jon Show, and we have a betting group. We do betting segments every week. It's about time we start sharing our picks with more than just our fan base here on Facebook. And we opened an account on Winnable.
Absolutely.
John can tell you a little more about it. Just a website where we can start sharing our picks. John kind of helps run the page right now, doing his thing over there. And we've actually had 3 picks on the last few nights, and we're doing well over there. So if you want to kind of give them an introduction to Winnable.
Absolutely. Winnable is where we've been posting our free picks. Obviously, we just have one subscriber plan, $13 a month. But we also have free picks that we've been posting for each of these games for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
We're going to start posting more. We're probably going to post our MLB one.
Absolutely.
Some will be close tonight, but we'll probably post a lot of our bets that we do here tonight.
Absolutely.
But if you've tuned in to our TikTok, our Instagram, our X, I keep forgetting that it has a different name, our Facebook, or if you're watching this now, click on our name and scroll down. You'll repost.
Yeah.
You'll see them.
And you'll find the link. There'll be a link on the page. You can click on it, take you right to the website. You can make an account, sign up, all for free. But we do have, like John said, a free and a VIP subscription. We give out free picks every night for NBA, MLB games, and other things that's going on, MMA, UFC, as they appear. And go give us a look on that if you like any of our picks.
Absolutely. So it's winnable.com/Travis and John /Travis Jon Show.
Absolutely.
So WINIBL.com/Travis Jon Show.
Absolutely.
There you can find our picks.
Speaking of picks, for our baseball fans out there, is what the first picks are going to be. Let's get right into it. Game started in about 6-7 minutes, and I got some picks I want to share for you guys for some of those games. So we'll give out, first and foremost, a money line pick. I've said my favorite money lines tonight. I'm not betting on every single game. Never smart to do that. But I do have an 8-leg parlay built that we can share some opinions on. The Atlanta Braves and Pittsburgh Pirates game. I'm going to Atlanta Braves. They're a favorite, but we know they just got big bats over there. Pirates been struggling this season, so riding the Braves. Dodgers and Reds. It hurts me, but I got to roll Dodgers for the money. I want to see the Reds win more than anybody, but
we've seen how this series is going.
Absolutely. Orioles and White Sox in my next game. Obviously, I'm a big Baltimore Orioles guy. And going against the White Sox, I'm never betting against the Orioles. So
absolutely.
Orioles for sure. Cubs and Cardinals. A little bit closer on the money line side of things, but Shota, however you say his last name, a big pitcher over there for the Cubs, playing super, super well this season. Has one of the records for the lowest ERA in his first 10 starts at .97. Just one of the best pitchers in the league so far this season. So,
Big dub Chicago.
Absolutely. Phillies and Rockies. That one's self-explainable. Phillies have been one of the best teams in baseball. Rockies haven't. So
exactly.
Los Angeles Angels and Guardians. I'm going Angels over the Guardians, and essentially a pick-me on FanDuel right now, or when I put it in anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm riding Angels, personally. Diamondbacks and Marlins. Zach Gallen's on the mound. Never going to bet against him. I'm going Diamondbacks over the Marlins. And then my final pick, Astros and Athletics. I love the Athletics. I know they got some big bats over there in Shea and Brent and all them guys, but Verlander on the mound for Houston tonight. Some big bats been rolling in Houston, and some guys that hit well off the starting pitcher for the Athletics tonight, so I'm riding Houston. Any picks you would like to add or share or talk about, feel free, brother.
I'm right with you on all of these, I think, for the most part.
All right.
Got the Royals game in there.
Yep. We like the Royals.
Did you do Blue Jays or Mariners?
No, sir.
Games? Okay.
I personally like the Blue Jays in that game. We know the Mariners have been play from behind team this season. So
absolutely.
So those are my 8 money line picks, and now we get into the fun part. I have some other picks I'd like to share with some research behind them, and so we're gonna do some home run picks, and I have a few RBI picks I'd like to share. But I think we'll go two favorites, maybe 2 long shots. That's what I have. You can add whatever you'd like.
Perfect.
So do you want me to start it off, or you want to start us off?
You go ahead. Let them know what you've been looking at.
All right. So my first favorite of the night was a guy that plays for the reigning MLB World Series champions. It's not Corey Seager. It's not Adolis Garcia. It's actually Marcus Semien. It's my first favorite for the night. I'm going to tell you why. He's going up against Bailey Ober tonight. He's 4 for 7 in his career off Bailey Ober, 2 of those being home runs with a 100% contact rate, no strikeouts. Bailey Ober has given up 6 home runs this season. Given up a home run in every game of his 3 of his 4 last starts. So, not doing too big of things on the mound right now. Marcus Semien, a big bat that's hit him well all season. So, it's my first favorite of the night.
Marcus Semien.
Yes, sir. It's in the, I think, plus 500 or so on the Rangers tonight.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
So some value in Semien.
You've been digging deep on your research.
Absolutely. You got a home run you'd like to add? I do have one more favorite.
I like Bobby Witt Jr. tonight.
Yes,
He's
sir.
second on odds, plus 420.
Absolutely.
But playing on the road in Tampa Bay, like we talked, they're one of the teams that play amazing on the road.
Absolutely.
So I think it's his night to show out. He's due.
All right, Bobby Witt Jr. All right, my second favorite of the night. Another big bat in a game that's about to start now. I'm going Marcell Ozuna. My second favorite of the night, I'm going to tell you why. He's going up against Bailey Falter tonight. He's 3 for 6 in his career off Bailey Falter. No home runs, unfortunately, but 1 RBI and 100% contact rate. We know Ozuna has a big bat when he finds the ball.
Yeah.
Bailey Ober this season has given up 8 home runs and a home run in 6 of his 9 last starts. So, once again, just another pitcher. It's giving him big shots, not playing too well as of late, with big bats on the other side tonight. So, riding the big hitters against the poor pitchers. Let's put it that way. All right, that's my second favorite. I do have 2 long shots, but you can add a favorite if you want.
I'm riding with Gunnar Henderson tonight.
My guy.
Plus 300, like
My
we talked
God.
about. Playing the White Sox.
My God.
A team that's been horrendous.
Love Gunnar.
Who else to boost this team up tonight?
Absolutely. I love Gunnar Henderson. He's been one of the best players in baseball all year. Such a big bat.
Yeah.
All right. I have 2 long shots to share with you. Keep in mind, these are long shots, but there's some statistics behind it that give me some confidence. My first long shot of the night is going to be Alex Bregman. Plays for the Houston Astros. He's going up against Ross Stripling tonight on the Athletics. I told you. Not a good pitcher over in Oakland tonight. Alex Bregman has seen him the most out of anybody in the Astros lineup tonight. 12 times at bat, only 4 hits, but 1 home run in those 4 hits. He's been walked twice and has a 100% contact rate in every at bat. Never been struck out by this guy. Has found the ball every time. Has a home run and 2 walks. Ross Stripling so far this year is 1-8 in his 9 starts for the A's. Has given up a home run in 4 of his 6 last starts. So once again, another pitcher that's just not playing well this season. And a big bat on the other side. A guy that's seen him a lot. A big boost for the Astros. So I'm riding Bregman for my first long shot.
I hate that.
Do you have a long shot you'd like to add? I do have one more.
I was going to throw in one that's not a crazy long shot. It's plus 430 right now. Christian Yelich. Obviously, name-wise, you're not going to think crazy long shot. But
Right.
with this lineup, there's got so many big bats, and that's not the first one you'd expect. But I just think he's due tonight. Going up against the Red Sox and Crawford. He's ready.
Absolutely. I like Yelich. All right, my second long shot of the night. Kind of a bigger name, but a long shot. He hasn't hit a lot out of the park so far this season. I'm going Vlad Guerrero Jr. Cover athlete. I'm going to tell you why. He's going up against Kenta Maeda tonight. He's 2 for 3 in his career off Kenta Maeda with 1 home run, 1 strikeout, and his non-hit, so a 66% contact rate. But Kenta Maeda has given up 5 home runs in his last 4 starts. So, once again, the trend continues. Pitchers that have been giving up big bats, letting the ball go yard, and some guys that hit well off of them. So,
Yeah.
why I like Vlad tonight. I got some RBI picks. If you have anything else you would like to share.
No, I'm good right now on the long shots. I don't be
All right.
testing my luck. But everybody that wants to follow our winnable, come find out what Trav's been about in the MLB lately.
Absolutely. Now, before we move on, like I said, I want to share these 2 RBIs with you. My first one of the night is going to be Freddie Freeman. These are not home runs. These are RBIs. So Freddie Freeman is going up against Graham Ashcraft on the mound for our Cincinnati Reds tonight. In his career against Ashcraft, he is 4 for 6 with 2 RBIs, 100% contact rate. But the big thing tonight, he's batting 3rd behind Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. 2 of the best hitters in all of baseball. Freddie Freeman, a guy that finds Ashcraft's pitches. Going to have so many opportunities to get one of them in tonight. I think it's a beautiful pick. My second RBI, a guy that I debated for a home run. I'm going to go Rafael Devers for the Boston Red Sox. A guy that just came off of like an 8 or 9 home run hitting streak. 8 or 9 games in a row. Yeah, something like that. But he's going up against Jared Koenig tonight. In his career, he's 1 for 3, but he's had 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and 100% contact rate. And he's batting 4th tonight behind the top 3 hitters on the Red Sox, and Jarren Duran, Wilyer Abreu, and Connor Wong. All guys that are top 3 or top 4 in Red Sox hits this season. So 3 guys that are going to get on base, a big batter in Devers, and a guy that's been hitting the ball well. So
Love it.
Those are my picks for tonight. Those are all I'm going to share with you guys as of now. We'll give our winnable a check. If you want any more picks on any other days that we're not live, we'll be posting every day on there. So give us a check out.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything for MLB you would like to say before we move on?
Let's just pray that our Reds can turn things around.
Absolutely. All right. With that being said, we're going to bring MLB to a close. There was a lot to share with you guys, but we had to get things out before games got rolling. So there's everything for you guys tonight. Next up, our usual slate is the NFL. Now, this is our breeding grounds. This is our bread and butter. This is where we know the most. NFL is what got us started in sports. One of the reasons we're friends. NFL has been a big part of our life.
Yeah, very big.
But unfortunately, we're in a boring stretch for the NFL. We're in training camps and OTAs right now. So
the dry stretch to the return.
Yeah.
Trying to make it through, sports fans.
First game on August 1st, so still about a month and a week or so away. Houston Texans, Chicago Bears for the Hall of Fame game. It'll be a good one to tune into. But we got to get some fill-in things going for the offseason. We talked about a lot of things for you guys. We broke down the draft. We broke down board predictions, Super Bowl predictions. But what we haven't done is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to give you guys our official 1 through 32 NFL team rankings going into the 2024-2025 season as of right now. But we're not going to give you all 1 through 32 right now.
No.
We can't spoil everything, right?
We got to make it exciting.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, or fortunately for some, we're going to give you guys our 32 through 17 picks right now on the show. Whereas 1 through 16, some may be asking. Well, you're going to have to find out. 1 through 16 is going to be posted probably tomorrow off live. So we're going to record our clip for that when we're done here tonight. And if you guys want to know our 1 through 16, you're going to have to go check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, anything you can find us on after the show.
Absolutely. I love it. Got to make things exciting around it.
For sure.
Serious.
Got to keep things, on edge for everybody. But I did just say 1 through 32, 17 through 32 is going to be given right now. Now these, some may say, are the boring picks, the worst teams in the league. Obviously, we're ranked at 32, but there will be some surprising picks, I assume, in here. Are you going to keep track for us, or do you want me to write this down as we go?
I got you.
I do have a notebook if you want to write them down. All right. So we're going to do this as a pair, right? We're not going to go off each other. We're going to talk about this as a pair. I feel like that's the best. Okay.
Absolutely.
So maybe when we disagree, we'll agree to disagree, All right. So we'll start at 32. We'll work our way up to 17. And we'll go from there. 32. Let's get it kicked off. I think I know my 32, essentially. Maybe between 1 or 2 teams, I guess. But my 32, I don't know. I'm really between 2 teams. Who's yours? And I'll go from there.
My nose.
I think I know. I'm doing this straight off the noggin.
I think I got mine.
Okay. Tell me your opinion. It's between 2 teams. If you say one of them, I'm okay either way. They both start with a P.
I know I'm on the right path with one of them. I was thinking, all right, the New England Patriots.
Yeah, okay.
They got the most holes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
The
100%.
most holes.
I actually seen a stat earlier today on a betting page that said Patriots actually aren't favored in a single game next season on their schedule.
Hey.
Yeah. So if that tells you something. So yeah, New England Patriots at 32, I'm okay with that. Okay, so you said you were on the track for one of them. I'm assuming it was New England. Was there another team you were debating at 32? Because I know...
No, not necessarily 32.
Or 31, I mean.
Or not necessarily...
Okay, I know who I'd go 31.
You tell me you're 31.
Carolina Panthers.
Love it.
Okay. They're just, once again, not a team to be excited about. Bryce Young has yet to show anybody anything. Just a cluster over at Carolina. Traded away Brian Burns. I mean, yeah. All right, 30.
You know a team I really don't like?
What's that?
The New York Giants.
Yeah, I think that was my 30 for sure. No, yeah, I completely agree with you there. I was between, I guess, another team that I would obviously probably put here, but I'm okay with that. I'm actually going to do this a little more efficiently.
Old Danny J over in New York taking up way too much money. They finally got one target. Doesn't matter if the quarterback can't get it to him. He lost Saquon. Not a lot to look forward to besides buying him elite neighbors.
He's the best player on their football team.
Exactly.
Lost Saquon Barkley. It's looking rough in New York for the Giants, anyways. All right, next up. I think I know how I would go here. 29. I'm assuming you have an idea, but I'm going to give out my opinion. I would go Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
They're just horrendous. One of the worst QB rooms of all time. Bo Nix, Zach Wilson, Jarrett Stidham. I mean, Ben DiNucci. It just... Sean Payton at the helm.
Sean Payton still saying they're all competing and they're at different stages, etc.
Yeah. It's just...
It's a cluster, you know what, over in Denver.
Yeah. All right. I feel like here is where things can start to get interesting. I feel like the bottom four teams are kind of like those guys can be interchanged. I think from here it starts to get a little
spicy.
Okay. Do you have any ideas? Because I have a few. I got a few ideas.
I got a couple.
Okay. Let's start discussing a few of them. I'll give out one of my picks. One pick I'm debating here is the Commanders.
I'm going to throw out the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Okay. Okay. Commanders, Titans.
Titans now with Tony Pollard, no Derrick Henry.
Right, but still a good receiving crew. Maybe a breakout Will Levis. We don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you here. I'm just Commanders obviously have Jaden Daniels play really well. Austin Eckler, they look okay. Maybe the Cardinals, but love Marvin Harrison in that offense.
Seattle,
I wouldn't put them this low. They're usually mid. I would save them for a little higher. Maybe the Saints. I don't know. So who you feel most good about? So I'm okay with the Titans. I'm okay with the Commanders. I'm okay with the Cardinals.
I feel like we can go ahead and throw the Titans in here at 28.
Okay.
And then 27, we'll throw in Washington Commanders.
Okay. I'm liking it. Feeling it. Okay. I'm hearing you. All right. So that puts us at 26. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to throw out the Cardinals. I think this might be territory where we can start throwing out the Chargers. Don't look too hot. I mean, obviously, Harbaugh at the helm now, but...
Not a lot of
excitement.
Weapons for Justin Herbert.
Did get McConkey and Brendan Rice, who I think are going to be great rookies. But
a bunch of great fill-in pieces for the holes they had.
Yeah.
Didn't fix a major hole.
Okay, so yeah, I like Cardinals, Chargers... Start throwing out names. Maybe the Jags can be started to talk about a little bit. Start mentioning some of these worser teams. Who are you feeling? Giving out some ideas. Give me some. What are you thinking?
The Raiders got to be brought up at some point. They got a lot of pieces that fill in the horrendousness, though.
Right. Gardner Minshew, though, is decent. Do you like Minshew? Who you feel best about? Or worst about, should I say? Because I'm okay with any of those.
When do we start discussing the Rams?
The Rams can go a little higher. With a healthy Stafford and a healthy Cup, they could be good. Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, that team could be okay.
Who screams 26 to you?
The Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals.
I just feel like they were the worst team left. I'm just not a fan. Kyler Murray is yet to be good. All you got is Marvin.
Yeah, not a lot. And it doesn't matter if nobody can get him the ball.
Exactly.
25.
All right. So we can start talking about the Raiders, Chargers. Who else did we say? The Jags, maybe? Those are the teams I feel like are in this realm. Maybe the Saints can start to be talked about. I don't know. How are you feeling? I got about 4 teams out there. Raiders, Chargers, Jags, Saints.
I'm not hot on the Raiders.
Okay, we can throw Raiders down there. I'm I'm okay with that. But I feel like if you're putting the Raiders there, then we got to put the Chargers next. Right?
We're going to put the Chargers below the Saints?
Okay, what are you saying?
Are we? I'm just asking.
Do you think the Chargers are going to be good?
Are going to be worse than the Saints?
I don't think the Jags are going to be better than the Saints. And this isn't even just bias.
So we go Jaguars, Saints, Chargers.
Do we? Or will the Jags be better? I don't know. I'm kind of... Maybe the Saints aren't good, you know? I love them, but... Listen, I got a little biased. If you think the Saints are worse than all these teams, I'm always going to feel a little better about my team than what I probably should. So...
No, I understand. I'm sure the Steelers have been knocked off this list by now. Most jumpers.
No, I wouldn't think so. Steelers are going to be good. Obviously, never had a losing season under Mike Tomlin. I'm okay with the Saints or the Jags. But, one of two. I think those are
we can throw in the Saints.
All right. And then Jags, Chargers. Right?
Saints.
Oh, the Bucks. The Bucks aren't the greatest.
Oh.
Obviously, Baker,
Mike Evans.
Yeah. They weren't the best last season.
White was all right.
White was decent. Who do we think's better, the Jags or the Bucks? That's really where our head's at.
The Jags are probably a little better, right?
A little better?
A little better.
Okay, so Saints, Bucks, Jags?
Just potential-wise.
Okay.
Saints.
So Bucks next? Okay. I'm hearing you. Jags, right?
Jaguars.
And then you gotta go. The
Steelers.
Nah, they'll be way better than the Chargers, right? Chargers and Colts, I think, are in this territory. Like the Colts are dropping a little bit. Maybe they're not the hottest.
Seattle and Rams.
I feel like they'll be
be brought up at some point.
No, for sure. I think that's probably like the next four, if we're being honest. Chargers, Colts, Rams, Seahawks. I think that's like our bottom teams, right? I feel like we have to go one of Colts, Chargers.
I'm still throwing in the Chargers above the Seahawks.
Are you for real?
Yes.
You don't. The Seahawks are usually like. I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like Sam Howell should win the starting.
Do you believe in the Chargers that much? Because I just don't, dude. They got Gus Edwards.
No, I don't hate throwing in the Chargers here if we go Seattle next.
Okay,
I'm
okay with that. Okay,
but
I'm okay with that. Chargers, Seattle, okay, and then Colts, right? They were okay with Minshew. I know AR's coming back. So Chargers, Seattle, okay. I feel like the Colts and Rams. Maybe the Falcons can start to be talked about a little bit. I guess maybe the Steelers. I feel like we're getting into the Vikings. The Vikings are still there. But they just have such a good supporting crew, dude. Like, if McCarthy comes out and is decent, they'll be good. Like,
exactly.
Got a good defense. Drafted Dallas Turner. I don't hate Minnesota, dude. I really don't. I feel like the Colts just sitting there is no way, bro. Right?
We throw them in.
No way they keep climbing, right?
Colts at 19.
Okay. So we have what? 2 more picks.
Brings us to 18.
18 and 17. All right. We're here. We got the Rams. We got the Vikings. We got the Falcons. We got the Steelers. Do we think the Browns are going to be better than the Steelers? I mean, their defense is ideal. Obviously, one of the best defenses in football. Deshaun Watson might be back. Nick Chubb healthy. They might be decent.
Better. We got to finally throw in the Rams, right?
Rams are. I guess the Bears can start to be talked about a little bit, but I like the Bears.
We got to throw in the Rams.
All right, throw in the Rams. I'm okay.
Rams fill in.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Our final spot.
I feel like it's either
on the bottom 17.
I feel like it's either
bottom 16.
Minnesota, the Falcons, the Steelers, the Bears, maybe. I feel like that's about where we're at. Crazy. Not a single team in the AFC, what is it, North? Is that your division, the AFC North, or am I
Yeah.
brain farting mine? The Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers all here? That's crazy. Who do you feeling?
So are the Packers, Vikings,
The Packers are going
Lions.
to be good. Stop. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Cowboys and Eagles, but the Giants are buns. So
I'm telling you, I feel like it's either Vikings. Ooh, I don't know.
The Jets are going to come up. So.
Stop.
I don't care.
Not right now. No, they're not 17. Quit. Who you feeling? Falcons, Vikings, Steelers. That's where I'm at.
I'm okay with swallowing the pill and saying that the Vikings have a better supporting cast than the Steelers' defense.
Steelers' defense is elite.
I know, but does our Steelers' defense come out and win us?
Is Russ going to ride? I mean, you don't have weapons. That's your biggest issue, but
Or do
defense is
the
ideal.
Vikings fill it out here?
I don't know. The Vikings supporting crew is crazy. It's just what's going to happen in quarterback. I mean, you got Aaron Jones, T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison.
Not a lot on defense.
Oh, my. Dallas Turner. My guy, Harrison Smith. Yvonne Pace, who broke out last season. Not bad.
Bills.
Stop. Keelan Coleman is going to be the best receiver in football.
Whoa.
Bold take. All right, we got to decide. You write down whatever you're feeling. I'm good with Vikings, Steelers, or Falcons. Any of them. I'm okay.
The Minnesota Vikings.
All right.
We'll fill in our 17th spot.
He couldn't swallow the pill, ladies and gentlemen. He sold. Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
Facts.
They'll be number 1. Spoiler alert.
Steeler Nation. Let's weld.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. No, with that being said, that's our 17 through 32 NFL Power Rankings. The final 16 will be posted tomorrow. So if you're interested in who we have in those spots, tune in to our Facebook page tomorrow, which will give you a link to go watch that video.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for all the exciting stuff.
For sure. But we're not done with NFL just yet.
No.
Something we introduced a few weeks ago, we've been having a little bit of fun with. You know, we like to find new segments around here to enjoy ourselves and entertain you guys. So we're going to continue this week doing some NFL trivia. Now, once again, I'm going to give a shout out to BDGE. Big Dogs Gotta Eat, a big group on the NFL side of things on YouTube. Partnered with ESPN, doing super well. Have their own website at bdge.co. Do daily trivia games, and that's what we will be doing today. Super cool group of guys. Go give them a look. Love those guys. All right. Today's trivia, should I say, is called Short Shotties. Name every running back in the league that is 5'9" or shorter. Must have had 75 plus rushing yards in 2023 to qualify. So no rookies, no guys that didn't play a single snap. 75 is not a lot for a season, but they've had to touch the field.
Yeah.
23 answers. We get 5 strikes. We're going to do this as a team. All right. The 101 is the LA Rams. We both know this is Kyron Williams.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the best running backs in football.
Small
Love this
boy.
guy. Yeah, super short guy. All right. Number 2.
And the Detroit Lions.
Another young guy.
Mr. Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. The guy that broke out last season. I don't know how to spell his first name, to be honest. So we're just
Didn't
going to
get enough
Gibbs.
playing time.
The 2. All right, Seattle. Another small guy. Their lead back over there. KW3. Kenneth Walker. That was in sync. That was kind of smooth.
Beautifully.
All right.
Clip that.
Absolutely.
Join a bunch of Seattle fan groups. As I was just talking down on them here at 20.
At 20, yeah. Hating on them. They don't have a bad squad, you know. All right, number 4. Miami Dolphins. We all know another youngster.
Devon Chain.
Absolutely.
A-Chain. My back hurts. It's aching.
Guy that's going to be the
However
starter
it's pronounced.
in Miami.
Ask all the NFL pundits. They don't know.
Okay. Now, this is where things start to get a little trickier. Top 4 is obvious. Okay. And he did not play in 2023. Good try, though. All right. Number 5 is the Eagles. There's a few names that come to mind. It's not Swift, right? I don't think he's that small.
No, it was the backup we were
Kenneth
talking about
Gainwell.
the other day. Yeah.
Boston Scott. No, I think Boston Scott's even smaller than Kenneth Gainwell. question is, did he get 75 rushing yards? Or is Kenneth Gainwell small? There are 2 Eagles on the list. So I feel like it might be both of them.
See?
So should we go Gainwell first?
You got to throw in one of them, right? Or is Swift a small boy?
I don't think Swift's 5'9" or shorter, right? He might be like 6 foot. Okay, Gainwell was the 12th, so it's got to be Boston Scott.
Have more, though?
It's not ranked. I don't think it's ranked on yards, right? Right?
It's number one was Kyron Williams, and then it goes Gibbs.
Walker.
It's got to be ranked on yards,
So
right?
it might be Swift. Is it really? Is Swift 5'9" or shorter?
Well, I don't know, because who on the Colts would be next in yards?
Zach Moss? JT? He's not 5'9".
No, Zach Moss maybe, though. But he...
Or Deion Jackson. But not be next to
That's
yards.
what I'm saying.
Ooh, okay.
Does it, though? That's what I'm talking.
Okay, so I think we don't have to go in order. We can skip around. Yeah, I think Singletary is
Throw in Singletary, and that might help us.
Okay, gauge where we're
We'll
at.
middle things out.
Okay, Devin Singletary. It is 7. Okay, cool. So I think it is in order. I don't know, bro. Did A-Chain really have more yards than Singletary? I feel like he was the guy that was putting up like 80, 90 a game, right? He had games with like 130, 140. A-Chain was hurt like half the season.
I don't know.
I know he had like that 200-yard game, but like he's been hurt. He was hurt a lot. I don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, the Steelers. It's got to be Warren, right? I know he's buff, but he's small, bro. It's got to be Jalen Warren. I'm almost confident it's got to be Jalen. Yeah, I knew he was small. Okay,
Packers.
Now, it's not Aaron Jones. It's not A.J. Dillon.
Is it?
No way, right? 5'9" for Dillon? No, I think he's like 6'1", to be honest. I don't think he's like 5'9".
All right, hold on.
I think 11 is Jaleel McLaughlin, though.
Khalil Herbert?
I thought about that. Or, I know we discussed Deontay Foreman, but I don't think he's that small. I think this is Jaleel McLaughlin, though. I'm almost positive on that one. Because he had a lot of big games last season. And he's a small guy. Yeah, okay. So there's
2 more Rams.
Who, oh my God, I'm looking at it. Who was the guy that played when Kyron Williams got hurt? I picked him up in fantasy. Kyron Williams was hurt for like 2 or 3 games. It's him. I know it's him, and I don't know what his name is. Who, I literally picked, I think it starts, maybe I'm crazy. I think it starts with like an N. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I literally put in a waiver for him when Kyron Williams got hurt. I do remember that last season. I don't remember his name, though. Okay, we'll move on. We don't have to get that one right now.
Clyde
15.
Edwards-Helaire.
Who was that's a good one. Who was the Cardinal that played when Connor was hurt? Clyde's a good one. Okay. He was a big fantasy guy, too.
Yeah.
It was like a weird name. Dude.
Like I picked him up.
Yeah, it was like a, oh my God, it's going to make me so mad. I know it. 16's Chase Brown. The Bengals for sure. Because Joe Mixon was not 5'9". That's Chase Brown. Okay. No strikes. 10 answers in. We're kind of cooking. Okay, let's keep rolling. Okay, let's start thinking. Let's not get caught up on a certain
There's 2 Cardinals.
There is 2 Cardinals. One of them's that guy. We don't know the Rams. I'm looking at it, but I don't know his name. 19. Rashad
White?
No way, right? Is he 5'9"?
He may be.
I think Zamir White might be the Raider.
Yeah, throw Rashad White in.
Yeah, you think? I'm not super confident about this one.
I'm about to say, this is our first strike.
It's AAC, right? Or is it just... Oh, no, it's ACAA. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't feel confident.
That's on me.
No, you're good. We get 5 strikes. All right. Let's bounce back.
Another Colt.
Yeah, another Colt. Eagle. There's 2 Colts. We still don't even have the first one. I mean, we have some names, but I just don't want to start striking out. 13. Got to be Keith Mitchell, right? He's short. It's not Gus Edwards. It's not Justice Hill. It's not J.K. Is it J.K. Dobbins? He did play week 1 and have like 100-some rushing yards, right? Oh, my goodness. I have names. I'm just nervous. 10. Khalil Herbert. I know you said that. It's not Foreman. Who else played for him? We got to start shooting some shots here. All right, what do we feel most confident?
We still don't know if it's ranked in yards.
Right. No way it is, right? I don't know. I feel like...
Did Hilaire have more rushing yards than Chase Brown?
I don't know. I don't even know if McLaughlin had more than Gainwell, if we're being honest. It doesn't say it's ranked.
Do we throw in one of the Colts? They only have so many on roster.
Okay, but who do we feel most
Got to be
confident?
between like Zach Moss and Deion Jackson.
There's 2 Colts.
Exactly. They only got 3 running backs.
Do we take Zach Moss? Is he really 5'9"? Ooh, you cooked. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep rolling. I feel real confident in Boston Scott. I just don't know about the yards. I swear to God, he's a short
There's
guy.
2 of them on there. Throw it in there.
2 what? Oh, there is
Two
2 Eagles. Oh, he might even be the bottom one. I didn't even see that one. Bang! He is the bottom one, so it is Swift.
Gotta be. Right?
Yeah, we'll go Swift. I'm okay with Swift. Can I guess, please? There we go. All right, we'll go Swift. Let's see. Bang! Let's
There
roll.
we go.
All right, we're 13 in. We got 10 more to roll. Only 1 strike. We're doing okay. All right, so the Packers, we thought about A.J. Dillon, Khalil Herbert. I almost want to guess Herbert. I think
We
he's.
gotta throw that in there,
I think he's short. Who else even really played for
Bears
them last
fans
season?
turns up.
Ooh, or is it the rookie? Oh my God, Roshan Johnson.
I think he's a big guy.
Is he? We'll go Khalil.
He's a bigger guy.
Bang! Good stuff. Okay. Okay, the Raven. It's got to be Keaton, bro. I'm taking a swing at Keaton. I feel like he's so small. Bang! We are rolling, dog. We are kind of cooking. Okay, let's keep going. The Cardinals. I know who it is. I don't know his name, and it's making me so mad. The Rams. Who else did they have? Wasn't there? No, it's not like. Oh my God, there were some like low key guys that played for the Rams. It's gonna make me so mad when I hear when I see their names.
There's another Colt.
It's not JT because he wouldn't be bottom down here in yards.
There would be.
It's not. Is it Deion Jackson? He played last season, right?
I feel gotta be right. There's another Colt. It's not JT.
I feel confident in Zamir White. I would go Zamir over. I like Zamir White here. That's a strike.
Ooh,
I don't feel confident. Wow. Okay. So what did we just? It's got to be Deion, right? I don't even know who else played for them last season. Oh my God. Okay.
Wow.
We kind of hit our wall here.
Same too.
15 to 23. We got 3 strikes. We got 2 more to go. Okay. We can still swing though. We're not out yet.
2 Cardinals, 2 Rams. Another Colt.
I'm gonna be so mad when I see that
Packer,
Cardinals
a
name.
Buck, and a Raider.
I just don't believe that's A.J. Dillon, dude. No way he's that short, right? Did he have less rushing yards than Jalen Warren and Devin Singletary? I know Aaron Jones didn't play much of the season, but he's not that small, right? Who else played for him? Who was that rookie that played for him? He had a Madden card. I remember I picked it up in Ultimate Team. He was a rookie last season. I played a few snaps for him, but he wouldn't be that high in yards. There's just no way. It's got to be Dillon, right?
We got.
Do we swing on Dillon with 2 strikes left?
I think that's our most confident
right,
at this point.
Let's do it. Oh well. Nope.
Wow.
I don't even know who else. They can't unless it's Aaron Jones, dude. I don't know. Is he really 5'9"? Am I tripping? Is James Conner that short? But he had a lot of rushing yards, right? Way more than like these guys, right? I don't know. He did miss a lot of the season.
This is gonna hurt.
I know we got 1 strike left. It's not Dillon.
I don't think we're gonna.
I know who the Cardinal is. This is gonna make me so mad, dude. I already know it. The Rams.
2 Cardinals. 2 Rams.
One of the Rams. Is it? Oh my God, bro! I'm really staring at their face on the fantasy football waiver screen right now, and I can't see the name, dude.
Trying to hit claim right now.
It's making me so mad. The Raider, I have no clue if it's not Zamir. It's not Josh or Jacobs. Oh my goodness. The Buck. Who was the backup to Rashad? Do we even know? Nicole. It's not Deion Jackson. It's not JT. Because he wouldn't be this low. Corey Seager.
Should take a Seager.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Do we just want to... We're just where we call it quits?
Packers.
Are we tapping out?
Do we try our last shot here at the Packers?
On Aaron Jones?
On Aaron Jones?
We got it, right?
Yeah.
He is 5'9". I didn't know. Wow, that's crazy. You learn something new every day. I didn't know that. Hey, 16 for 23 is not bad off the dome. And I know the Cardinal.
There's gonna be dudes that aren't
I'm
even
counting the Cardinal. I'm so counting the Cardinal, and I'm so counting the Rams.
So you just want to throw
It's not like
James Conner.
Zach Stacy. No way, right? That sounds familiar, but I think he was an old Rams running back. I don't think he was like Zach. Is it Zach? I don't know.
Zach Brown?
No, Zach Brown. I'm gonna look up these names because it tells you in the database if they're still. Let me say Zach Brown. Not a fucking. Or not. Excuse me. Not a shot. What did I say, Zach? I like Zach Stacy. He's a free agent.
Zach
no
Moss.
way. No, I think he's like an old running back.
Zach Evans, the Ram.
Is that really what that said? That might be it.
Rams.
That might be it.
Zach Evans, LA.
Do we swing on Zach Evans? Or are we swinging on James Conner?
We got to swing on Zach Evans, right? It says LA right now.
What an ending. All right, let's see who we missed. 16 for 23 is not bad. It's going to make me so mad when I see this Cardinals name. I'm so ready for it because I know his name. Amari Demercado. Yep, that was the one. I told you it was a crazy name. He literally was like the top free agent running back that week when James Conner went down, bro. I remember that. Michael Carter, Darrell Henderson.
Wow.
That's not the one I was thinking of. Maybe 21 is. Ronnie Rivers. Dang, that's a bad miss. We should have got
Amir
that.
Abdullah?
And Tyler Goodson. I would have got that.
No. What am I talking about? We missed a bunch of nobodies.
I do remember Darrell Henderson because remember he got signed back like week 4 and then got released.
Yeah, 100%
like
remember Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, and then Demercado. I told you that one was gonna make me so mad, bro. I knew that one. Michael Carter, I forgot he was a Cardinal. We didn't do bad. That was solid.
Absolutely.
We kind of cooked there for a minute. Definitely solid. 16 for 23. A lot of fun. Go give their website a check out. New daily trivia games every single day. A lot of fun. Kind of got us in our bag there for a second.
Absolutely.
But with the fun over with, that about brings us to a wrap for the NFL. Gave you guys the 17 through 32 power rankings. Stay on the lookout for 1 through 16 tomorrow on our Facebook. Give you a link to YouTube for that. Now it's time for NBA. The NBA, man. You have, I guess, a little bit to be excited about.
After the start, do we?
But you're there. It's not over. There's still a little bit of hope. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We got 2 series left. We're waiting on the finals. It's about that time of year. Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals is underway. Celtics and Pacers. Let's kick it off with these guys. Down 2-0. What's going on?
Like you said, we're here.
You're here. But, okay, let's keep this in mind. We know the Pacers haven't been the greatest team on the road this season. Their best game on the road in the entire playoffs was Game 7 against the Knicks. Came at a great time.
Yeah.
But, just like the Knicks series, Pacers dropped games 1 and 2 away. Some pretty big games. They kind of got blown out. People were counting them out right away. Pacers brought it home, and they were a whole different team.
Yeah.
When they get to Indiana, it's a different Pacers team you're playing. Series ain't over.
What scares me is Tyrese's health.
Right.
He injured the same spot he injured after the All-Star break.
Well, we do know he's going to play, but where's his percentage going to be? Tyrese Halliburton is not a guy that's going to sit out during the biggest games of his career. I mean, this is the farthest Tyrese has ever got, and especially being the number 1 on this team, he's not going to let this opportunity go to waste.
Game 1 of this series was the best Pacers team I think I've ever seen in my life.
Game 1? Oh, yeah.
We had the lead up until 5.7 seconds left on the clock and a crazy Jaylen Brown prayer. But the game we played, despite, you can point out some turnovers, we played amazing game 1. Everybody was hitting. Right. We just lost it in the key moments. We played amazing up until the last minute and a half of the fourth quarter. And I don't even know if we were there for overtime after all that confidence.
But let's talk about why. What is Rick Carlisle doing? Okay, I love Rick.
He's experimenting at the wrong times.
I think Rick's a great coach. I think he's been a fantastic fit for Indiana. Let's talk about some of these crucial situations.
Experiment at the wrong time.
Why
we
are
could have fouled.
Why are you not fouling? That's
Why
what I'm
didn't we
about to
call a
say.
timeout and advance the ball?
These are my questions. What kind of
These are questions I've been asking myself the whole
What-
time. Questions all of
you're
these Pacers fans
an
have.
experienced NBA coach? You've coached some good teams. You've been in the playoffs.
Championship
Before.
Mavericks, like,
What are you
he's got a
doing?
ring.
You have experience.
He's been in the league.
That's what I'm saying. He knows these situations. Why are you not inbounding the ball or calling a timeout? Why are you not fouling down 3?
We
up
had
3?
the lead with 10 seconds on the clock.
I mean, not to bring LeBron into this, but even LeBron tweeted out after the game, "This is why I always foul up 3."
They only
give
get a
them
chance
2
at
free
2,
throws.
and you get the ball back.
They don't even get a shot at the 3. I understand it's cool. You want to make it.
We
throw
had a
up prayer
timeout to advance
and
the
bounce
ball.
off. But no, play. This is conference championship basketball. You're
We had
playing
a timeout
the best team
to advance
in
the ball.
the NBA, a 62-win team by miles better than any other team in the East, and you have a chance to take Game 1
Make history.
in Boston.
Game 1.
It would have changed everything for the Pacers. They might have came out and won Game 2.
We had it up until 5.7 seconds.
Yeah.
Still our possession with 10 seconds on the clock and a lead.
Okay, we're talking Rick Carlisle. We're talking Game 1. Let's talk Game 2. You're down 13 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Rick Carlisle pulls your
Doug
starters.
McDermott. That was the immediate white flag. We stopped caring at halftime. But the fourth quarter, the white flag was thrown out to everybody that's ever watched basketball at all.
Now, hear me out. If you're down 40, if you're down 30, okay, pull your starters. I get it. Move on to Game 2 or Game 3, whatever. You're down 13 points. Tracy McGrady scored 13 points in 33 seconds. I understand that was a prayer to heaven,
Yeah.
but you have 10 minutes to cut a 13-point deficit, and you pull your starters. And Pascal Siakam of all didn't see the court for the last 10 minutes of the game. Had 28 points. A double-double, was shooting like 70% from the field.
Yeah, you could have 13 points and 5 shots.
Why are you pulling? This is conference championship basketball. Your season is on the line. You have a chance to go to the NBA Finals.
He's pulling a prayer that we have more rest in us for Game 3, I guess. I don't know.
You could have still won Game 2 without Tyrese.
We could.
I know it's a long shot, but we'll never know now. You didn't give the starters that opportunity to go out and play without Tyrese. Maybe they were okay. We've seen teams play so well without their best players.
Perform because of that and go out and want to.
TJ McConnell has been the best backup point guard in all of basketball this season.
One of
Give
the
that
only
man a
people
chance.
to lock up the opposing team's best players.
He's putting up 20 and 10 and 15 minutes of game time. Let him play ball. Put him in there with Siakam and,
He'll come in,
Andrew
drop
Nembhard
6
and
assists,
Miles
10
Turner.
points in 3 minutes, and they pull him.
it doesn't make any sense. You fluked Game 1. You fluked Game 2. Even worse than Game 1.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, there was no effort in Game 2. The white flag was there by halftime. And, I mean, it was apparent to Rick and everybody else in the fourth. Doug McDermott hasn't played all season since we picked him up.
Exactly.
And we threw him in at playoff time.
One of the biggest game of the season. You have a chance to
played,
tie the series.
He's played throwaway minutes since we picked him up.
Didn't you trade for him at the trade deadline?
Yeah.
From the Spurs or something?
He's played a few throwaway minutes at the
Yeah.
end of games when there's 30 seconds left and they throw in the nobodies,
Yeah.
like Kendall Brown.
Right.
Not in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
You would think Rick Carlisle's coaching a regular season game right now. I'm blaming Carlisle for everything.
And he's made these same decisions throughout the regular season. That's what's so upsetting.
Game 1.
He's made these same experimental and minor mistakes throughout the regular season as a championship coach.
After seeing Game 1, we've seen that those guys can compete with Boston. We haven't seen that in a while.
We had the game.
To not give them that opportunity in Game 2 just blows my mind.
Automatically be down 2 games.
You were down 13 points with 10 minutes left, and Carlisle said, y'all can have it.
Yeah.
The
96.
worst coaching decision of all time.
Over 96 minutes because we went into overtime in Game 1. Over 96 minutes wasted and down 2 games that we could have had.
You have the
Could
chance.
easily had Game 1.
You could have had the chance to be up 2-0 and in Boston coming to Indiana.
And most of the questions
And you're down
got to be
0-2.
pointed at Rick Carlisle.
Oh, he's to blame for everything. I think the Pacers team, for the talent they have, has played so well this season. I want to be a hater as much as I can because my Lakers aren't in it, but my God, Pacers have shown me something this playoff run. I mean, look, hear me out. Even if they lose this series, even if this doesn't happen the way we want to see it happen, for the Pacers team to be that young and have that kind of experience in their first year together, and just know what the playoffs brings and knows they can compete with the best teams in the East from here on out. What's to happen next year? What's to happen 2 years from now?
I mean, what's crazy is when we were doing our playoff predictions, I'm pretty sure we were talking Pacers and 76ers in round 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if we get to this point, props to the Pacers, but we're probably falling.
Right.
And we took the Knicks to 7 and won.
And won.
And we're in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You took out one of the best teams in the East. Don't get me wrong, without their top 2 best players, but still, it's an accomplishment in its own right.
Exactly. Damian Lillard scoring 40 points in the first half.
Is that not a 1 in the second half?
Yeah.
A 0, a big fat donut in the second half? Oh, man.
Oh, Pacers, let's pray.
Coming back to Indiana, where they've played well the whole playoffs.
Undefeated at home.
Yeah. Let's hope somebody punches Rick Carlisle on the side of the head, knocks some sense into him, and he can start coaching basketball. But enough talk about the Eastern side of things. The West side is just as exciting. If
The
not
Mavericks
more exciting.
steal game 1.
Mavericks and Timberwolves, though. Just what a series.
So the Timberwolves lose game 1. Let's just put it out blatantly.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk to you why. For one.
Playing in 35 minutes.
Exactly. That's one.
I believe they're an 8 o'clock game tonight, or 8:30. 8 o'clock.
I think it's 8:30. Yeah, I think we still got about an hour. But the biggest thing last game, Anthony Edwards talked about it in his post-game interview. He called out Uncle Drew after Game 7 of the Nuggets series and said, "I'm guarding Kyrie." Man, what a mistake.
Yeah.
Kyrie pushed Anthony Edwards
to his break
ways he's never been pushed in the league. I think Game 1 was a wake-up call for Ant. I think it was a wake-up call for Minnesota. I know they just played the Nuggets, the reigning champions. They took them to 7 and they beat them. Don't get me wrong. That was terrific. But you're going up against Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
2 of the best players. One maybe a legacy player getting older, but he's got a ring for a reason.
But
another player that's the youngest quote of all time.
We can talk how old Kyrie's getting, but I think we can also talk. This man might be in the midst of his prime still. If you watch Game 1,
because he had years of his prime wasted in Boston and all these other teams that didn't treat him right, and the Mavericks are respecting this man and his beliefs. And the Nets were feeding this man bananas on the sidelines.
Keep his bones soft.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you just go back and watch that game, man, he had Anthony Edwards huffing and puffing and panting in the middle of the third quarter asking for a break. We've never seen Ant like that. We've never seen him that tired. He gave that boy 30 points. Ant has been one of, if not the best perimeter defender in this whole playoffs. And for Kyrie to come out and do what he did shows that man still got it.
Yeah.
He's got the cleanest handle in all of basketball, if not of all time. He's got one of the smoothest shots. He gets to his spots so easily, and he can still do all of that at his age. But don't get me wrong. Ant knows what he's going up against. This kid may be young, but he makes adjustments.
Well, so he's learning now.
I think Game 2 is going to be a different story. This may be a little biased because I want to see Minnesota go all the way now. I know we hated on them to start the playoffs, said they were the worst team in the playoffs. But my God, have they proved us wrong.
Yeah.
I'll bite the bullet when I have to, But I think Ant's going to make adjustments. I think he's going to play Kyrie a lot better in Game 2 tonight. I think he's going to be able to put up a lot more points. I think the reason he only scored 19 last game is because for the last quarter and a half, the man couldn't breathe. Yeah. How are you going to score when you can't run down the court? I mean, he just didn't have the opportunity to take shots. He even said himself he wasn't getting downhill. He wasn't getting to the basket. It's because you're tired, bro.
Yeah, take a break.
But we talk about Ant. These other guys got to continue to step up. Cat's been playing well. Jaden McDaniels has been playing well. Mike Conley's been playing well. I mean, Nas Reed, 6th Man of the Year. They have a team around him. Let's not get it wrong. It's not just Ant.
Yeah, everybody stepped up.
Yeah.
All these people that you think as final men on a roster are all their 6th man.
Yeah. But Mike Conley's a vet. He knows these things. He's got experience. Cat's finally getting his first experience in a deep playoff push. And obviously his first experience. But they got these guys like Kyle Anderson off the bench. Nas Reed, who's played well. But Kyle Anderson just for experience.
Yeah, being able to teach him and tell him certain things.
Yeah, we don't see him playing basketball, but see the kind of impact that he's probably making on the sidelines is tremendous for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they look so good. I think it's going to be a 6 or 7 game series. It's going to be
and
a lot
I'm
of
here
fun to watch.
Yeah. Feed family.
Let's go Ant all the way. I want to see Ant versus Tyrese, baby.
I want to see Tyrese versus Kyrie.
Nah, I don't want to see that because, to be honest with you, Kyrie's frying him. I'm sorry. I love Tyrese, but he is not the defensive player that Ant is. And if he can do that to Ant, he's going to do that to Reese.
Nah. Reese is cooking Kyrie for a step back from the logo.
He might. But Kyrie going to give him a bucket on the other end right afterwards.
The Euro step.
A fadeaway jump shot from 3.
Jelly.
Off the hesitation. Power dribble sidestep. Fadeaway.
Float.
He's just, Kyrie's crazy. Final predictions. Let's do it. Right now, real quick, before we get into the next part of the NBA. Non-biased NBA fan, NBA executive, NBA consultant opinion. We're sitting in front of the NBA board right now. They asked us, if you guys want a job here at the NBA, you got to give me a non-biased NBA intellectual opinion on who's going to win the finals in the matchup. You give it to me. You're on the spot. It's your interview.
Boston in 6 over the Pacers.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown is the Eastern Conference.
Okay. MVP. Okay.
Boston moves on to the finals.
Okay.
Western Conference.
You got Babs and T-Wolves, baby. Non-biased NBA executive opinion. Your life's on the line. You got to get this right for your job's sake. Not just what you want.
This one hurts because the Mavericks came out and proved a lot in Game 1.
Correct.
Luka didn't even do nothing crazy.
Right.
I mean, granted, Kyrie obviously had one of the best games he's had all season up to this point, but
absolutely.
Mavericks in 7. Luka Doncic, Western Conference MVP. Mavericks, Celtics, finals.
Okay.
Mavericks. In 6. Luka MVP.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
all right.
Finals MVP. Should have been MVP.
Okay. All right, I'm hearing you. I don't completely agree. I will say that.
They finally click all the way to the chip, baby.
But it's definitely an interesting take.
That's how I'd like to see it, with Pacers being down 0-2.
Oh, I said non-biased.
Oh, I know. This isn't any bias. That's how I see it going.
All right.
After Game 1.
I'm going to fade a little bit away from that. I'm going to go Boston. I'm going to go Boston in 5, if we're being honest. I think the Pacers steal 1, but I don't see it going no more than 5 the way they're playing right now. I'm going to go Jason Tatum, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I love Jaylen Brown. He had a good game. I think if they're going to win this series, it's going to be behind Tatum. West side, Wolves and Mavs. This is where I disagree with you. I think this will be a good series. I think this will be a deep series. I think this will also be a 7-game series.
And Wolves are also favored again tonight.
I'm leaning Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota in 7 over the Wolves, or over the Mavs, excuse me. Anthony Edwards, Western Conference Finals MVP. So that brings me to a Wolves and Celtics Finals. This is going to be a good series. The NBA is going to eat this up.
Oh, yeah.
They would love this.
Either one.
Yeah.
Luka and Tatum. They've already had Tatum as the face of the league.
No, yeah.
But then the up-and-coming face of the league and Ant and or Luka.
Facts. I'm going to think this is going to go 7.
That's how they make the most profit. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I know I've talked about Boston here lately, not beating anybody in the West. I'm almost still on that opinion. I'm going Wolves in 7. Anthony Edwards, Finals MVP. I love Minnesota. I think regardless, whoever comes out of the West is winning the Finals. I know the Celtics have been the best team in basketball this season. 60-plus wins, the only team to do it. One of the deepest rosters in all of basketball. But just seeing these playoff runs and seeing the Celtics drop a few games to these guys, these teams, how they've looked down at some points this offseason, or postseason, the way Tatum hasn't been the Tatum we all know.
Exactly.
The West is just stacked. And I think between Ant and Luka, one of these guys are winning their first chip.
Yeah. And with their company, I mean, Tatum may have Jaylen Brown, but does Jaylen Brown have Tatum when one or the other performs?
That's real.
So, I mean, with Ant, you got, like we talked about, Cat, Gobert, McDaniels. Conley, yeah.
Nas Reed,
yeah. Then you go over to the Mavericks, and I mean, their bench may not be as deep. But you got Luka and Kyrie who are finally meshing.
They're top heavy.
Derek Lively breaking out now in the playoffs.
Playing well. PJ Washington's had some good games.
So, teams in the West are just deep.
Yeah, completely agree. It's going to be fun, though. I'm excited. It's going to be interesting to see LeBron or Steph Curry and KD not win a ring.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting their first ring this year. I'm super excited for the finish, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely.
But we've talked about these games, and we ended it off with the West game for a reason, because you know what's next. Once again, shout out Winnable, winnable.com/Travis Jon Show. Go give us a check on that for our free picks. Whatever parlay we build right now will be posted on the website.
Absolutely. WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show.
For sure. Go give us a check on that. But it's time. Game 2, Wolves, Mavs. We just broke it down for you. Let's break it down again. It's time to make some money. Let's build a bet. Let's do our thing. All right. I did a little bit of digging earlier. Not going to lie to you. Not a whole lot. But I had a little bit of time on my hands, so I did a little bit of digging. I got a
Luka for 29.5.
Under. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry, I was just looking at my other bets. And, it's not a whole lot to be excited about. But all right, let's go to the saves. And let's throw this back in.
The Braves are down a lot.
Yeah, so are the
Royals.
Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Wow.
Yeah. Reds are rocking right now. Low key. Shout out Cincy.
Do I cash out?
I don't even have a cash out. Vlad hasn't homered. Simeon also has only had one at bat, but hasn't homered.
Hey, Wood Jr. hasn't homered. Simeon hasn't homered.
Monkey Betts and Jared Durden have a hit, though.
Hey.
Need Freeman RBI. Devers RBI. All right.
Mavericks Timberwolves.
Let's get back to it before we start breaking down these ones we've already talked about.
Gilbert, 12
right.
and a half.
I currently have a 6-game parlay. Obviously, these are just the picks that I like the most that I put together, so I didn't forget them. So I'm going to share some of those, and we'll talk about it. Obviously, we're not placing this parlay. This is just so I can remember. My first one of the night that I liked was Luka Doncic, 25-plus points. We know it's Luka. He averaged 30-something on the season. It's game 2. If they're going to win, it's going to be behind Luka and Kyrie, obviously. I think Luka 25 is always a good line to take. We love Luka. Next line that I liked was Anthony Edwards, 3+ made threes. Now, I know he disappointed last week with the points, or a few days ago with the points in game 1. But in that game, with only, let me go back it, so I'm not just saying things I don't know. He only scored 19 points in that game, but he hit 5 threes. When Ant scores lately, it's been from the 3-point line. He's been shooting a lot of them. He attempted 12 in game 1. I think he's going to get back to it, and I think 3 is a reasonable number for him. The guy that I know you're going to mention, I also mentioned, Jaden McDaniels. We should have done it the other night. We're not going to let it slip again. McDaniels has been balling.
Absolutely.
I only have him right now at 10 plus, but I think his line at 12.5, 13.5 is still nice. I think it's at like 12.5, his baseline, but 10 plus wasn't bad odds on FanDuel. Yeah,
just in case the script leaks.
Absolutely. Another one I liked. I actually had Rudy Gobert for 10 plus rebounds. This one's a little more on the riskier side, in my opinion. He didn't hit 10 last game, but he always has the opportunity to get rebounds in the middle. The Mavs don't have a traditional big. I know we talked about Derek Lively, but he's still not the best rebounder in the series.
Absolutely.
And it looks like in most games of the playoffs so far this season, Gobert's hit 10, but he's always going to be a rim defender, or all the balls are going to have a chance for him to grab. So Gobert for 10 is never that bad. Another one I liked was Karl Anthony Towns, 6 plus rebounds. Once again, like I said, has been rebounding well. If it's not Gobert grabbing them, it's going to be Cat. Obviously, maybe not parlay both of them together, but I'm just giving out something I like personally. So Cat for 6, he's averaging, it looks about 9.1 right now in the playoffs, so not too far behind Gobert. Actually had 7 last game. Has hit 6 in his last 5. Let's check some last 5. Yeah, about last 5. And then the last one, I'll let you start breaking down some of the ones you like. I had PJ Washington for 10 plus points. He's a guy that's been hooping. He's had 20-point games. He's had a 15-point game. He's shooting a lot of threes, putting up a lot of shots. 10 points isn't a stretch.
I like that.
All right, those are just some of the ones I like. What are you seeing?
I like Kyrie's line. Yeah, Kylie
Jenner.
Kyrie's line for 4 plus assists.
Okay.
I have Lively.
Hold on, pause. Let me get to the game. I was looking at baseball. Okay, you had
Kyrie's 4 plus.
Okay, I like that. I'm just gonna put all these together and we'll break them down how we like them.
And then I had Derek Lively's 6 plus rebounds.
Okay. I also like that. Those are the only 2 you
That's
want
really
to
the only ones I've kind of thrown on here for now.
Okay. So we have 8 right now that we can choose between. Obviously, we're probably not going to parlay all 8 of these. We're just giving you guys some options that we like. You can parlay any of these how you like, if you don't like the way we do it. Any more you want to add before we start breaking down some of the ones you like the most?
I kind of like this 7 leg.
7? I got 8.
8. Oh, I didn't throw the Cat because of Gobert.
Yeah. I honestly would take off Gobert and add Cat, personally. I think 6 for Cat. That's a better odds opportunity. That I don't know.
Better odds is technically Gobert for 10.
Yeah. I just think Cat obviously has a better chance at 6. Maybe even 7 at 6.5. I wouldn't hate. Probably a little better odds. What's his like? Let's see. That's a little bit of a stretch. I don't know about that one, FanDuel. Cat at 6.5 is minus 300, so a little better than Gobert's 10 plus.
Yeah.
But I don't hate either way. Yeah, I'll probably slide away from Gobert.
Throw Cat 6.5.
Okay, we'll go 6.5 for Cat. Don't sell me, Cat. Better not grab 6. All right. 2. So I think Luka for 25 is a decent lock. I don't hate having that one on there. If you like that one.
Yeah, we got the one more in for the Timberwolves, right?
What do we got right now? We got 1, 2. We got 3 for the Wolves. Yeah, and 4 for the Mavs. All right. We're going to go with a banger tonight. I like it.
8 leg.
All right.
Live. That's what we all about, baby.
Live.
What's our last little
for the
leg
for the Wolves?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
That'd be crazy. It's already nice odds. Obviously, a bigger one. We can just do like.
What's like? Hold on.
Cat for 15 or.
Okay, that's not good odds. Cat for 15 is not terrible.
For 10, one of those safer looking things.
Gobert for 10. I don't hate that. Let me look at. Let's check out Gobert real quick before we slam anything and get crazy. He's at 12, 13.
The Timberwolves money line.
He's hit it in 4 of his last 5. But didn't hit it for the 3 games before that, but then hit it in a lot straight.
See, he's just a big threat for putbacks.
Right.
And getting all those rebounds.
So what do we feel most comfortable about? I like any of the ones you said.
Go Bears 10.
All right, let's do it.
Make us another 8 lay we place on winnable. Everybody's following.
Absolutely. I'm going to slam this in for the odds start changing. All right. Then we'll go over it. Braves are really going to sell the bag. Oh, my God. The Dodgers just scored 4. They're back up 1.
Oh, my
What just happened?
gosh.
The Braves are really going to be the bag sell. That's crazy. The Braves have sold so much this season. They're playing the Pirates. I know this is off topic, but wow. I got to see what happened. Hold on.
Go ahead and get this photo ready for winnable, ladies and gents.
Dang. They just had 3 hits in a row that were bangers. A double, a ground rule double, and a sack fly. Crazy. All right. Let's break back down the MLB or the NBA picks though before we get back into anything else. We'll go back down that list. Luka Doncic for 25, Ant for 3+ made threes, Jade McDaniels 10+ points, PJ Washington 10+ points, Kyrie Irving 4+ assists, Lively 6+ boards, Cat over 6.5 rebounds, and Gobert 10+ points. John is currently making the post on Winnable. So if you're here watching us live, or if you missed any of the bet picks before this, go give the parlay a check on Winnable. It'll be posted on there. That's at winnable.com/Travis Jon Show. You'll see our page, all of our free picks. We do have a VIP subscription for those of you that like our picks more than others. There will be other discrete things posted within the VIP part, but we do give out daily free picks. So we're not forcing you to pay for anything, just an option for those of you that like to support us over here. Oh man, big game tonight though. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tune in. Game 2, Luka versus Ant, Kyrie versus Cat, Gobert versus Lively, Conley versus Jade McDaniels. I know they're on the same team. Conley
Let me
versus
see
TJ
that matchup.
Washington.
Let me see that matchup.
Whatever.
All right, ladies and gents.
Oh, man. I think with the bet being built, that'll almost end everything we had planned for tonight. Anything else we want to add about the NBA before we begin to close things out? Any more shout-outs or anything?
Just tune into our winnable.
Facts. Shout out Winnable. Great crew over there.
The live Travis and Jon Show.
Yup.
Nice T-Wolf picks.
Absolutely. You love to see it. A little bit of a riskier parlay tonight, but let's make the bread. Let's do it.
That's what we're all about. Made lives, just a longer leg because it's more safe picks, really.
Right. Absolutely. Giving our best opinions and our best research picks as always. We don't hit 100% of the time, but we do hit some percent of the time. So if you want to take that opportunity, we give you all the chances. Well, once again, it's the hardest part of the show. It's time to begin to close things out, FanDuel. Another great show in the books, though. We had a lot of fun tonight. Gave you guys updated news on every sport possible.
Quick recap of all sporting events.
Absolutely. Gave out free picks, did some trivia. Hopefully gave you guys a good show.
All Travis and Jon Show exciting things. As you can see on the screen, tune into our X, our YouTube, our Facebook. We're also on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts is coming to a close soon. I don't know if they still even exist. We're on just about anything you can think of. Obviously, Spotify. Winnable now. Yeah. Make sure you tune into all the exciting things. Because we're doing something new on every social media, every outlet, every day.
Absolutely. We have a link tree in our bio here on Facebook. If you want the direct link to almost any of our pages, not exactly
our
all
link
of it.
to Winnable and our link tree is in our bio on Facebook.
Easy access, no excuses.
Our link to our Winnable is also in our Instagram bio.
Go give us a check out there. Give us a follow, a like, a comment, a share, a post, whatever you want to do. We appreciate all the support.
It's all appreciated.
Absolutely. We hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. Obviously, we'll be back next Friday at 6 p.m. for another weekly sports update for you guys and more fun to have. But for now, any closing statements?
Let's all just hope our bets for the weekend hit. Everybody have a great extended weekend and Memorial Day when it comes.
Absolutely. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
It's been a great Friday.
Absolutely.
As always.
Absolutely. I wasn't ready for it.
I know.
I got nervous. But I guess.
Scared.
All right.
I'm scared.
We'll see you guys next week. Everybody have a great weekend. As always, it's been the Travis and Jon Show.
Live.
On Facebook Live. Peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend.